Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel Gabbabetic, and welcome to today's video. Today I got a really fun delivery, a special type 1 diabetes delivery. So it came in this massive box, and you're gonna know what it is from the title of the video, but it is a new blood glucose monitor, which I'm really excited to try because if you watched my previous videos, I love the Accu Chek mobile. It's been discontinued and I've been trying so hard to find a new meter and I just haven't found a good one. So I have high hopes for this one today. In this video today, I'm going to be trying out the new Shure Smart Duo meter. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really have high hopes for this monitor. We'll see how it goes. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And let's get unboxing this new meter. So how I actually came across this meter before we unbox it, I actually saw an ad in Diabetes Ireland magazine. I don't know if I ever showed this magazine on the channel before, but it's from the Diabetes Federation. If you're a member, they send this out to you like every quarter. But anyway, I saw this ad. So it's an ad for the Shure Smart meters. So there's the Smart meter on its own and the Smart Duo. And I ordered the Smart Duo. Now the Smart Duo means that it does both blood glucose and ketones. This is actually really good because on my current monitor, which is discontinued, the Accu Chek mobile, you can only check blood sugar. And then if you want to check ketones, I have to do that on the Freestyle Libre monitor, so you kind of need two monitors. So this one apparently has it in both. We'll be checking that out. So yeah, I wanted to show you the ad where I got it from, and I will say the customer service has been unreal. First of all, so I just rang this number for a free meter. They just asked for my address and like someone answered the phone straight away, and then I actually got the box a day later. So the customer service has been good, fingers crossed for the meter itself. So as I said, it is a meter that does both blood glucose and ketones. It looks fairly small and nice here, which I like. I know it's not going to be like the Accu Chek mobile though, where it's all attached. That's why I love the mobile, but we'll give this a go. On the back of the box then, it has lots of different features. So it's saying it does ketones, it's backlit. You can put in about your meals, the memory, does averages. It's suitable for people with gestational diabetes and people for driving. You can use it to record your blood sugar. A few different things written on there. Let's go open it up. I want to see what we have in here. So I'll put you on the smaller camera. So let's open this up. Okay, pulling it out, we have the case, which obviously is going to have the monitor, and then we have the instructions. Let's take a look at these first. So the user manual, I'll be having a look at that. Quick user guide. How the lancet works. Not gonna lie, this looks kind of scary because I hate these kind of lancets. Oh, they give you a little logbook. So yeah, this is like an old school diabetes thing. I used to have this where you can log in your blood sugars and how much insulin you've taken. I won't be using that. So these two are probably the most important instructions in there. Right, we can go back to the instructions. Let's go ahead and open it up. I'm excited to see it. So it's the old school kind of case, which, you know, I don't usually love, but we'll survive. So we got the drums. We got the drum with the test strips. So these are the glucose test strips. We have the lancet device. I will be judging this harshly because sometimes these are really painful. So we will see. That is a ketone strip. Obviously, this is just arrived, so I don't have like the full setup for these. Oh my God, what is this? What is this? Okay, that's a clear top of the lancet device, so we could use that instead of that. So we won't use this. The lancets, and then, oh no, is this like a calibration thing? I just these feel just like a throwback, but we'll carry on. Let's look at the monitor itself. So the case, pretty good. It has some space for everything, which I like, and it has a lot of space here for the lancets. Let's see the meter. The meter is not looking too bad itself. It's a nice size, to be honest. Let's compare it to my Accu Chek mobile. It's definitely a lot smaller. So I am liking the size of this, but this stuff over here, not liking so much. Okay, so here's the meter. I just pressed the M button to get it to turn on. So that was it there. So some things to note. So on the top is where the test strip's gonna go. This is where the battery is. And this is, if you can see, a little place to put in a micro USB to get your data off. It says it has Bluetooth. We'll talk about that later on. So let's get our Lancet ready. I'll be following the user guide, which is just pictures basically here. So we'll be getting our Lancet ready through this. So first step, wash your hands, which I've done. Have a closer look at this. It's not as flimsy as some of the ones I've tried, so it seems it might be okay. So we want to take off, oh, so that's how to change the strength. Obviously we will pick somewhere in the middle. So we want to take off, yeah, that's how you do it. So you can put it back together like this and click. See this little arrow here? So when we turn it there, we can pull it apart. Now we want to get one of the Lancets out of here. These just seem so old school. Like, these are just so old fashioned to me. My ones used to be blue. These changing it up, got a purple one. So anyway, we put the Lancet inside here and push it in. Okay, so that seems like it's in, and then you twist off that bit at the top. I'm sure many of you are used to this, and our Lancet is done. Doesn't look too bad. And now that we have that done, we want to put our Lancet device back together, which is done here. So the Lancet device is ready. I think that's what this little orange thing means here, is that it's like primed. You can pick your strength, so I will go for this one because I have seasoned fingers. And now that's ready, so we'll put our blood glucose test strip into the monitor. Okay, we got a drum. Oh, this is just so old school. So in fairness, I did get a few to do a sample with. So this is only like a sample drum. Like, I didn't get these on prescription or anything. So I just hate these. Like, they're just so flimsy. And just trying not to touch the gold and get the right part. Oh, so here's our monitor. Our test strip, as far as I can tell, goes in the top here. Right, okay, we have life. CH, that looks right, that's what it says on here. And now we're ready to do our blood glucose, so I'll leave that there. Oh my god, haven't done one of these in ages. I'm kind of like, oh, wasn't ready mentally for that. So we've got some blood. Now we'll get this on here. Okay. Very good. It was very easy enough, in fairness, to do this. Blood glucose 8.7. Let's check that in comparison to my Accu Chek mobile just to see. This has stayed on for a long time, which I like. Sometimes they time out really quick, so that is a bonus, I will say that. 8.1, 8.7, so fairly accurate. I'm happy with that. And then to take this out, I think we just, to take this out, there's actually a button here on the side, so and then it turns off. It's trying to save life. This is battery powered. You can't charge this up, so when it ends you have to change the battery. And while I show you here, this light blue flashing means that Bluetooth is on and that you can send your results to your phone. But let's review that. So we'll do a ketone one in a minute. I do think these drums are kind of flimsy, and sometimes this wasn't the worst one. You can see that that's gone from orange now, meaning that one's used. Just simply take this out, and when we use it again, we can put in a new one. It's for the ketone, so put that all back together. That's ready to go again. Just a bit flimsy. I'll throw all of this out. I do like the monitor though. I liked how easy it was to do the blood glucose. I found it really hard with the Accu Chek Instant. I'll link that in the description if you haven't seen that video, to actually find out where to put the test strip. So this was very good. This user guide here is very helpful, and it's just like the old schoolness of the drum and the Lancet that kind of puts me off, but they're all like that, these monitors, besides this one I found, so it's fairly good, I think. So let's go ahead and try a ketone test. We want to do a ketone test. What I don't like the look of is that you have to calibrate every time you use a new box of the ketone test strips. So we only have one for now, which is fine. And this is obviously and this thing here is what we use to calibrate, but I just feel like this is really old fashioned. So currently, I told you I use a Freestyle Libre, and I use the Beta Optimum ketone strips by Abbott. You don't have to calibrate these, you can just put one straight in, you don't have to do that. So that again is a very old fashioned thing that I had to do years ago when I was first diagnosed. So it does require calibration for ketone testing, which is not the best, but we'll try it out. We have one go. So we'll start with our calibration. So it says we have to put this inside of here and it'll turn on. Okay, checking. I think that's what that stands for. 192. And I check that this matches here, which says 192, which means that that's fine. And I can go ahead with my test. Now, obviously that didn't take much effort, but it's just another old thing that I feel like we should have moved away from this, but we're still doing it. So, okay. So overall, I do think it's actually a nice little monitor. So things I like about it is that it's very simple, it works very fast, and it was very easy to figure out how to use it, because when I tried to use that Accu Chek Instant, I just couldn't figure out how to get the test strip in. You can watch that video if you want. I like the case, I think it has lots of room, and obviously I love that it does both ketone and blood glucose together. That I think is a good feature. I feel like I could make myself use it because of that, because it has the two things together as opposed to having two different ones eventually when my Accu Chek mobile is gone. Things I don't like though, I don't like that you have to use lancets. I will say the lancet device is much better than some other monitors that I've used. It's just a bit more sturdier, so it's not as flimsy. So that's good with that, but I just hate having to put in a lancet. Like, I just find it so old-fashioned. I am wearing a Dexcom, as you know, so that is how I usually get my blood glucose, but sometimes you need a monitor. And I just hate blood glucose test strips that are in a drum, because I just feel like the drum just falls and they go everywhere, or like you're touching every single test strip to get the drum. I prefer strips even more, and obviously having to calibrate a ketone test strip seems very old school as well. So it's a nice little monitor. Now I say those things, but like all the other monitors are kind of like that too. They all have a drum or a lancet. Honestly, this one to me is just so much better because it's all built in one. Now it doesn't do ketones, but it is built in one, and I just prefer that. So I'm so sad that's discontinued. You can watch that video down below as well. But I just think all of the monitors have this kind of setup. Not all of them require calibration though for ketones, so that is a bit of a flaw on this one. But it is nice. It works really, it's simple. Like, I feel like that's the best thing, is that it's simple. It works. You can use it to connect to your phone if you want your results on there, or you can plug it into the computer. You get lots of space in the case. So like, I'm definitely going to hang on to it. Obviously, I have no more ketone strips, but I do have some blood glucose strips, so I could use it for my blood sugar. And it seemed fairly accurate in comparison to my Accu Chek mobile in terms of the ketone and the blood glucose results. So yeah, so it says ideal for type 1 diabetic patients. I do think so too. Of all the monitors I've tried, I'm going to obviously rate my own one, the Accu Chek mobile, number 1. We're not counting Dexcom or Libra. I would put this number 2. I think this was really good. And then the other ones I've tried, the Accu Chek Instant, which is this one, probably put that 3rd. Found it very difficult to figure out where to put the test strip. And the Glucomen, that was awful. Like, I've done videos on all of these monitors, so I've linked them all in the description. This was terrible. I don't recommend this to anyone. And the Accu Chek Instant was not great either. So yeah, I definitely rank this ahead of those. I haven't heard of this company before, but I think it could be an Irish company. Or maybe it's called Nipro, I'm not sure. The app said it was Clonmel, which is a place in Ireland, so kind of think that. When I rang, it was an Irish person who answered the phone, so I'm not so sure. But I do like this, so I probably put this 2nd after my Accu Chek mobile. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video.